Proposition 218. Life may form everywhere it grabs a foothold, but it requires a specific sequence of similar circumstances to flourish. It may require a certain number of minimum elements available before life can flourish, and a handful of other factors need to be just right for trees and tree dwellers to flourish, which inevitably leads to tool use and a Stone Age, then to advanced language, and eventually increased intelligence. Proposition 219. Any species that goes through its version of a Stone Age will come out at the end with a far richer vocabulary than when the species began its Stone Age. Any species on any planet that starts to craft tools and use tools will see their language grow exponentially more complex. Over time, that leads to greater intelligence, more complex tools, and the foundations for knowledge. Proposition 220. Other species can develop more complex language and increased intelligence over time. But without dexterity and an ability to flourish, many will stagnate after a certain level of language complexity is reached. Proposition 221. Trees may have aided less than we originally thought in providing oxygen for life on our planet, but their real strength came from the way any planet with trees will find adaptations to certain tree dwellers to develop opposable thumbs, which aids in climbing, hanging, and grabbing. The evolution of opposable thumbs leads the majority of inhabited planets with trees to find primates or primate-like species evolving into the apex predators. Proposition 222. Some percentage of galaxy colonizing species were likely human-like at one point. That number may in fact be larger than the percentage of any non-human-like species also able to achieve that miracle milestone. Proposition 223. Human-like evolution, even across the multiple varieties of possible life out there, could in fact be far more common than other species able to achieve spaceflight. Tree dwellers with opposable thumbs may be the common path to advanced tool creation and usage and thus advanced language models. Certain of them might look very close to humans, while many other primates could see a wealth of different adaptations based on mutations or environment. Proposition 224. Snouts, fins, teeth, beaks, talons, suction cups, wings, claws, and even paws can use simple tools and see their hosts evolve over time with increased intelligence. But to truly master the elements, it might almost always end up being the opposable fingers of primate-like species that most often succeed. Proposition 225. I predict that in less than 1 century from now, we will have found our 7th rock other than Earth inside our own solar system that shows signs of current life or prior life. Life grabs a foothold everywhere it can, but only the right amount of coincidences offers it the opportunity to flourish. Proposition 226. Planets in habitable zones can be made from a wide range of different combinations of different elements. Not every planet in a habitable zone may contain the right minimum number of elements for life to flourish. Star systems are created through expulsions of elements from supernova explosions, mixing with primordial gas clouds, mixing sometimes with nebulous gas from prior stars, and sometimes even the remnants of neutron star collisions. Proposition 227. A wide range of different combinations of elements produce a wide range of different types of big, wet rocks that life evolve on. A small number of them include the elements from neutron star collisions and ultra-high-energy cosmic rays. That means more planets in habitable zones do not have as many radioactive elements as us than those that do. Proposition 228. Radioactive elements are known to cause mutations, and evolution is a random game of chance played against the backdrop of random mutations. So a planet with an elevated number of mutations would be predicted to see jumps in evolution probably occur at multiple points in time. So those few planets in habitable zones with radioactive elements could see evolution proceed much quicker than most others nearby. Proposition 229. Factor in the lower number of planets with similar amounts of radioactive elements into the Drake equation to better see why there may be very few species already venturing out into space. There is also little reason to suspect most civilizations approaching interstellar space travel were not also barreling down a self-destructive path back into feudal dark ages. If half are as dumb as we are, they likely also self-destructed before reaching their full potentials. Proposition 230. Starting with far fewer planets where life may flourish at the pace we saw than the current Drake equation predicts, it is then exasperated by the failure of most species able to reach the stars to overcome their false differences and unite as a species for the benefit of their homeworld's futures. Proposition 231. Our species is no more special than any of the other trillions of other biped primates that learned how to harness energy. Instead of feeling any superiority against any other collection of atoms, we should first humbly accept what we truly are. We are nothing more than time-traveling mutant spawns of stellar puke.